What's up guys, it is Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com. Now today, in this video, I'm going to take you through a leg workout. First exercise was a leg press with my feet high. I did 3 sets and the rep range was 12 to 20. Now the reason I'm having my feet placed high on this platform is to activate more hamstring and more glute. The higher your feet are placed on the platform, the more hamstring, the more glute activation and the less quad. The lower your feet are on the platform, there's less hamstring, less glute and more quad. Now my advice is to always mix it up and change your feet placing from time to time to allow for stress in different areas of the leg. However, today I'm keeping my feet high so it's more hamstring and more glute activation. Second exercise is the Hex Squat Machine. We did 3 sets and the rep range was 8 to 12. Now I'm using a weight belt for this exercise for a few reasons. One of the reasons is just so I can focus on keeping my core braced and tight and sucked in. Another reason is good for stability, especially when you're going heavy and overloading the body with a lot of weight. Now the Hex Squat Machine, great exercise for overall leg development, especially building the muscle down near the kneecap, which is called the teardrop muscle. For this exercise, I like to go right the way down, full range of motion, and then push up. I also like to go pretty heavy on this exercise, as that is what I have found responds best for me in the hack squat. Exercise number 2 is the leg extension. 3 sets and the rep range was 12 to 20. Now, I went pretty light on this exercise, but what I really focused on doing was focusing on the squeeze and contraction on every single rep. So getting about a 2-second squeeze. What most people don't realize is the squeeze and contraction of the muscle is so crucial for really activating that muscle and firing those muscle fibers. This is crucial for muscle growth. A lot of people just go through the motion of the exercise and overload the muscle with weight, which yes, sure is good and it helps muscle growth, but if you want to get the true benefits, you need to overload the muscle with not just weight, but also squeeze, contraction, time under tension, and other variables. Next exercise is partial plated squats. I did 3 sets and the rep range was 25. Now the reason this exercise is so effective is because of TUT, which is time under tension. Now I have my heels on a plate, that is to raise my heels up, so that places more stress on my quads. Now because I'm only using a partial range of motion and not fully extending, this keeps the stress and tension on the quads the entire time. Literally by the time you're at 10, your quads are burning and on fire. So not really overloading the muscle with weight, but overloading it with stress. Alright, we're now onto the Smith machine deadlift, a great exercise for the hamstrings, 3 sets and 12 to 20 reps. So this exercise here, you want to focus on really feeling a good stretch to the hamstrings on each and every rep. As you pull the weight up, you want to contract your glutes and also contract your hamstrings. If you haven't done this exercise before, what I advise that you do is start off light and really focus on feeling the exercise before you go heavy. Next exercise was a lying leg curl and we did 3 sets, 12 to 20 reps. Again, for this exercise here, I usually like to go pretty light, but really focus on that squeeze and contraction. This is an exercise that I like to call a feel-good exercise. So on each and every single rep, you want to focus on feeling the muscle contract. I also like to slowly lower the weight down and feel that negative rep on each one that I do. We're now onto calves. First exercise that I did was Smith machine calf raises, 3 sets, 12 to 20 reps. One of the best exercises that I've found for building mass in the calves. Now, because we're doing it on flat ground, we cannot get that stretch, but what we can do is overload the calves with weight on that contraction. Again, another crucial exercise for focusing on that squeeze and contraction. I can't stress that enough. Notice I hold each and every rep for about 1 to 2 seconds. Second exercise for calves was seated calf raise, 3 sets, 12 to 20 reps. Now, I like to perform a seated calf raise to really work the lower part of the calf, which is the soleus muscle. I'll put a diagram up on the screen and highlight the soleus muscle. The soleus muscle is actually a small part of the calf and it sits underneath the gastrocnemius. Now, any exercise where your knees are at right angles, for example the seated calf raise, is an exercise that is heavily going to activate your soleus muscle. So more hypertrophy in the soleus muscle, more size in the soleus muscle, will help you develop a better lower calf. Third and final exercise for calves is walking calf raises with weights. Did 3 sets and each set was a length of the gym and back. Again, this is one of my favorite calf exercises that I do. I probably look a bit weird in the gym doing this, look like a ballerina or something, but this is such a great exercise for really contracting the calves. It's all about muscle-mind connection. You want to make sure you are focusing on the muscle being worked and the muscle being contracted. For each one of these sets that I did, I actually increased the weight, so I picked up a heavier plate each time. And there you go, guys, that was the end of my leg workout. We hit quads, we hit hamstrings, and we also hit calves. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. More videos coming soon, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget, if you need help with a personalized meal plan or workout program, click the link in the description box down below right now.